The Hindu newspaper's top headlines under 3 minutes. The United States and Iran have reached a preliminary agreement to end the conflict and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. One thing worth noting here is the freedom of navigation. This principle allows ships to move through international waterways without any interference, and it is critical for global trade. India and Slovakia have expanded bilateral ties through multiple agreements. Read more about the Visegrad region. Slovakia is part of Central Europe, and the region is becoming increasingly important for trade, for manufacturing, and for strategic partnerships. India's goods exports touched a record $45.2 billion in May, even as the trade deficit widened. The important concept here is trade deficit. It occurs when a country's imports exceed compared to its export during a given period of time. The Union government has issued alerts regarding potential drone attacks on vital installations. Here we should focus on critical infrastructure. These are the assets and systems whose disruption can significantly affect our national security, economy, or public safety. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has welcomed the West Asia Agreement and is expected to meet the US President Trump on the sidelines of G7 summit. One thing worth knowing here is the G7. It is an informal grouping of major advanced economies that discusses world economic and geopolitical issues. A study has found that heat waves combined with high ozone levels can increase the risk of cardiac deaths. Read more about ground level ozone. Unlike the protective ozone layer in the upper atmosphere, ground level ozone is harmful air pollutant that affects human health. Sarvam, an Indian sovereign AI company, has raised $234 million in new round of funding. The important concept here is sovereign AI. It refers to AI models developing infrastructure and datasets within a country's own strategic and regulatory framework. Razorpay has filed papers with SEBI for an IPO worth up to 6,000 crore rupees. Here we have to know what an IPO is. An IPO, or initial public offering, is the process through which a private company offers its shares to the public for the first time. Telangana Chief Minister Mr. Revanth Reddy has asked party leaders not to take the SIR or the Special Intensive Revision of electoral rolls lightly. One thing worth noting here is the electoral roll revision. It is the process through which voters' lists are updated to add eligible voters and remove the ineligible entries. Record level daily Ebola cases have been reported in Congo, pushing the death toll to 181. Read more about Ebola virus disease. It's a severe viral illness that spreads through direct contact with infected bodily fluids and has very high fatality rate. That's your current affairs recap for today. See you tomorrow. Jai Hind.